Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the McGonagall Boxing Podcast. Wow. That's all I can say. What on earth is going on with Dillian Whyte? He has been quiet now for over a week since obviously the big talk with Fury Whyte was on. And then of course the weekend it got confirmed. But since then nothing. Absolutely nothing from Dillian Whyte. Who, let's face it, has spent the last 4 years calling out Fury, calling out Wilder, even calling out Joshua at some point. Now, he'd already turned down the Joshua world title shot in 2019, which I can understand. He was getting lowballed back then. It all was very rushed and hurried, and he was better than that. There's no question. But now, there's no excuse. He's known about this a long time. He's known about the mandatory position. He knows about the WBC ordering the 80-20 split. He's known that for a while. His promoter, Eddie Hearn, has known that for a while. But what's baffling to me is he's trying to hold out for more. Now, they've gone round the houses negotiating. The WB has stepped in and said, no, you're getting what every other mandatory does. And let's not make any bones about it. Fighters that fight Canelo are on the same deal. Fighters that fought Mayweather were on the same deal. Fighters that fight Triple G will be on the same deal. And when Fury fought Klitschko in his first wide title shot, make no mistake about it, he had the same deal. You have to accept that you are going to not get the lion's share when you are the challenger. When you are the man that's not the draw. You know, that's not to say that Whyte isn't a good name, isn't respectable, and yes, he has headline pay-per-views, but ultimately he's not the champion. Ultimately, his stock, I feel, has lost a little bit of his edge. He's got been knocked out by Povetkin. He's pulled out the Wallin fight. He's been inactive. He's pushing 35. He hasn't got the fan base of Fury. He's not undefeated like Fury. He's not the best heavyweight ranked in the world. He's not even in the top 4. So, you know, you have to swallow your pride. This is your shot. You've been going on about, I want to be world champion. And guess what? Here it is. And if you win, you get the paydays. You call the shots. That's how it works. He's been in boxing long enough. He should know this. And ultimately, he's still getting a career high payday. He's getting £8.1 million guaranteed. And of course, if he beats Fury, which he, you know, if he's so confident of doing, he's going to get a 10% bonus from the WBC. The fight purse, 10%. So that's another 4 million. So, plus probably extras on the TV revenue if it does big numbers. So you're looking at 12 to 15 million. What's your problem? Get on with it. Fight. Huge payday. Huge opportunities. WBC still regarded as the best belt in boxing, no question. You've got the ring belt up for grabs. You've got Fury's #1 ranking in heavyweight. You've got his American eyes on him, the draw. If you beat that, it's yours. So take it. Absolutely baffling, but obviously the WBC have given him the deadline of February 21st to get his act together and give an answer one way or the other. I won't be surprised if he pulls out of this. And I think payday will be an issue. Of course it will, but I also believe, I'm starting to believe, that does he really fancy Fury? Does he really want 6, 7, 8 weeks of constant, you know, social media back and forth, press conferences? Of course, he's looking at that, you know, the verbal battles that are with Fury, and possibly, in looking at it now, especially in Fury's last couple of fights, getting knocked out by Fury. He's probably weighing it up because ultimately, if Whyte loses badly, it's going to be tough for him to come back at his age now. So maybe he's looking at the WBA route, the Trevor Bryant route. Maybe he's looking at that. Or maybe he wants a shot a Usyk Joshua winner. Maybe he prefers that. Maybe he likes his chances more in that fight. And I think he's got a better chance against either of them two than he has Fury. That's not to say he hasn't got an outsider chance. He's dangerous with that vicious left hook. You know, that catches anyone. It can put anyone to sleep. But I just think styles and the way that Fury thinks and can box, I think he's going to be a nightmare for Whyte. And I think deep down Whyte might start to realise that, especially with his team around him. Although, you know, he's in and out of trainers. He's not based in the UK. So, you know, you wonder just what on earth is going on in terms of communication with Hearn, in terms of his training. What, is he started yet? You don't know. The science is baffling, though, for someone who's normally so active on social media. So don't be surprised if Whyte pulls out this fight. But then, for me, he's blown his chance, his world title chance. So it's madness. And where does he go from here? A fight with Joseph Parker? That's not going to get him a world title shot, though, even if he wins. A fight with Joe Joyce? Tough fight. Wilder? Dangerous fight. Very dangerous fight for him. That might get him a world title shot if he wins that, but the risk reward. So there's not a lot of options for Whyte, especially, you know, if he talks about this world title shot opportunity, he's got to grab it with both hands. Swallow your pride, think smart, think the long picture, think of the benefits, and think of your career highest payday. It's a great opportunity. It's in the UK. It'll do big numbers, no question. Fury's going to drive it. BT Sport, ESPN are going to drive it in the States. Take it, Whyte. Take this opportunity.